So we probably have the one the week after.
What is quadratic form? Quadratic form is a special form that we can use to rewrite polynomials. If we can take a polynomial and rewrite it in quadratic form, it sometimes makes it a little bit easier to factor it out. So to see quadratic form, let's do a little exploring.
So that was it. You don't put
Let's say that we have this. X to the fourth minus 13x squared plus 36 equals 0. Here, if you want to solve this equation, it might be a little bit difficult. We can see what we're working with. We're working this a polynomial with a higher degree. Here we have x to the fourth. So it might not be that easy to solve a problem like this.
So we don't have any homework.
But I'm going to take the polynomial and rewrite it in a simple way. It may make it a little bit easier. So let's see if we can do that. Let's take a look at this x to the fourth power. There's a few different ways we can do this.
Review my notes.
You can write it as x squared being squared.
Look, and they have those little sample problems.
Squared. Now, doesn't really make the problem look a little bit easier. But notice again here, we have something being squared. If we were to be able to take that something and replace it with something else, like another variable, it would make this whole equation look easier. Let's see. Let's pick a variable. Let's get u to be x squared. U can be equal to x squared. In this equation, at any time we see an x squared, and then instead of writing x squared, we could just replace it or mask it with a u. So here, instead of x squared being squared, we can get u squared. Instead of minus 13x squared, we'll get a minus u. And look at what that does to our equation. Here now we have u squared minus 13u plus 36 equals 0.
Why is it?
Here we are working with a quadratic. There's quite a few ways that we can solve this. So here we were able to take this polynomial and rewrite it into something simpler to make it a little bit easier to solve. That is quadratic form. A polynomial in x is written in quadratic form if it's written in the following form. If we have this, au squared plus bu plus c, where a, b, and c are constants, a cannot equal 0, and u is an expression of x, just like we have up here. So if we can take a higher degree polynomial and rewrite it into this form, we can write it in quadratic form. Now, not all polynomials can be written in quadratic form, but the ones that can be written in quadratic form tend to make a problem a little bit easier to solve. Now that we've seen quadratic form, let's practice. Let's take a look at an equation. Let's say we have this. X to the fourth plus 5x squared plus 3 equals 0. Here we can see we have an equation that